Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Daredevil Season 1, Episode 8. So last episode we met Matt's mentor, Styx, or former mentor, Styx. Yeah. And then we left off on kind of a big... It was weird because it was like a huge universe expansion, kind of, in one episode. And then we left off on a cliffhanger with Styx meeting with some buff guy with scars on his back. That's literally all we saw.
Yeah, so
like reporting to him.
We're kind of going farther back as far as like because I thought it was gonna be just about
Matt.
Yeah, Matt and our little city thing
Fisk.
that we got going. But
And then the Yakuza are doing something like they have. Anyway, so the whole universe has kind of been really expanded. I just really want to get straight into this episode. As always, though, full-length reactions up on our Patreon. Next week's reaction, episode 9, is also up on our Patreon if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like, and subscribe. And let's just get into Daredevil Season 1, Episode 8. And Foggy is now working with Karen and the reporter as well, which is big.
Yeah, which is big and also very dangerous.
Yes. You having dreams about Daredevil, Fisk?
I'm not sure if that's what would scare him. It's something else. Part of the high society sort of deal.
Dang. Okay. A perfect omelet.
I wondered if they're trying to emphasize the alone thing again that he's kind of mentioned before.
I also do think it's got to be like almost like an OCD, like his need for like perfection and precision. I've always wanted to have one of those like closets just because rich people have it in movies. I don't even know if I would use it.
Once again, we're going back to that.
We talked about it being his dad's, right?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
I don't remember that.
Whoa, what?
Is that him?
Probably. 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that might be a little bit more backstory on those cufflinks.
I mean, it's understandable because of how driven he feels, right? Usually that stems from, it doesn't have to be necessarily a tragic past, but some, big event.
I wonder how Matt's gonna take everything that happened with Styx.
Yeah, I mean, heck, physically you've got to be a little messed up.
Of course, but even mentally, right? It's one thing that a Russian tells you should kill and stuff like that, but like the fact that it's like...
I didn't understand. You know what he would say.
That we're awesome?
No.
Yeah, actually, I feel like he would understand.
You want coffee?
If we're going to be Nancy Drew together, I think a certain level of honesty is required.
Wait, you don't like my coffee?
Okay, let's say we keep Matt in the dark. How long do you think I should grow my hair? Matt, what's your take on that?
Bro, even if...
Bro, he's blind and he has the best hearing.
Yes, dude. Even if he wasn't like...
The hearing.
Bats aren't blind, Foggy.
They're not?
It's a myth.
So we're good.
Apparently the same writer who did the Dark Knight Returns comic storyline wrote for a huge comic book storyline for Daredevil. That's what everybody was saying. Everybody was saying, like, oh, they're kind of similar.
That's cool.
It took money to leave it alone.
No, I signed papers saying that I wouldn't go public, and I won't.
We have someone lined up for that part.
I feel like he's going to be resistant to it because he's worried about them.
Of course.
Find out what it is you're up to.
We already took care of it.
Took care of what?
Yeah, those people don't go away, buddy.
You can't be doing this. You're gonna get yourselves hurt.
No, I have already been hurt by those bastards.
Right, who else is involved? Who's helping you break whatever it is you think you're gonna fight?
Okay, so this might help, actually.
We need to communicate a little.
I know you're just trying to do the right thing here, but we have to be smart about this.
Yeah, I mean, I really side with Matt.
Of course.
Agreed?
The
Do we have a
problem...
choice?
Not so much.
Well, because they're trying to be, like, heroic without having, a mask and a fighting skills.
Yeah.
Black Sky, they are extremely rare.
Perhaps you should have told me the importance of your cargo before you lost it.
Yeah, for how important your cargo was, it was not well guarded.
He's asking if you'd like to renegotiate the terms of your relationship.
Is he like insulting him?
Yeah, he's kind of telling him, like, know your place, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so he really isn't in.
The Russians? No, the Russians actually contributed. Leland's financials, Gao's product, and Vlad and Anatoly's
Yeah, what is the Yakuza doing?
I have no idea. Like, what? That's why I was wondering. Like,
Necessary evil.
when everything's going our way.
That's exactly when you need to be cautious.
interesting. I think he's right though. Like, you can't let your emotions get the better of you, especially if you're winning, you know.
Of course, or let your guard down.
Which obviously it's the bad guy, so I'm not necessarily cheering for them, but it's.
I'm cheering for him over Nobu.
That's true.
Respect. You gotta give it if you want it. Don't forget that.
He kind of, I don't know if it's just because he's like Italian, but he kind of feels like a lobster.
That's our ticket. Once you get on the city council, everybody wants to put a little something in your pocket. Remember Mr. Flores from up the street?
He feels very like go-getter kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
all you gotta do is put your mind to it and make it happen.
It's so interesting though because his dad seems completely different than he.
Personality-wise,
yeah.
But I feel his philosophy
motivation
is this kind of similar.
No, yeah.
You worry too much.
Somebody has to. How am I paying for all this? A loan? What the bank make you put up?
Screw the bank.
Oh, that's even worse, bro.
Leto. Who's that?
Nobody.
They're.
Oh, dude,
They're
you're gonna get in with the
involved.
loan sharks, man.
What about his partner Hoffman?
I can reach out, but they go back.
Was that one guy I was talking to?
Doubt he'll be receptive.
Set a meeting.
Okay.
This is a little worrisome. Making a little bit of moves here.
It's cracking names and taking skulls.
I think you have that backwards.
Not the way I do it.
Yeah, you know how you were saying that it feels kind of hypocritical because he's trying to protect. I actually think that the reason he does it, it's almost like a parent sometimes where they're like, oh, the reason I don't want you to do this is because I have done it and I've been hurt by it and I know that you can't.
Of course, but it's like saying that while you're still doing it rather than it being like something you did as a kid.
The New York Bulletin Online just reported that cop that got shot, he just regained consciousness.
Wait, maybe he can go in. Maybe he can go in as Matt.
But if Detective Blake chooses to speak out of turn.
Yeah, but this is gonna be rough because they have people on the inside and we're gonna be working against the police.
Sure.
For you and for me.
Out of turn, you shot him.
Technically, we paid someone else to shoot him.
Okay, but that doesn't matter. He's still gonna be pissed.
So how long before I do something that pisses you off?
Well, the answer to that is entirely up to you.
Yeah, but you are having them like help you kill their buddies.
See, he's more than my partner. He's my friend. I've known him since I was a kid.
How much are each of those years worth to you?
Jeez. That's so messed up.
But if he goes through with it, then like,
sure.
I don't know, you know, I guess. I wonder if there's any chance that he won't do it.
And I gotta check the bag.
Yeah.
They're being really tough about this.
Trigger something. I don't know.
Yeah, come on in.
Yes.
How's he gonna do this, even?
Is some sort of poison or?
Dang it.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
What are you doing?
Wait.
Oh, what?
Wait. Take out the. Oh shit. Oh, but this is so dumb because then they're gonna think like Matt did it or something.
Well, no, it's in the sandwich and he has the syringe with him.
Whatever your partner just injected you with.
has already reached your heart.
Yes, come on. Come on, dude. Come on, tell us.
His friends are dead.
Come on, dude. Shoot, did he get anything? I can't tell if he did.
I don't know. It didn't look like he did.
I apologize for the inconvenience, Leland.
I'm not looking for. Are you done? Stay itches like.
Chill.
He'll keep you safe when he's finished.
Need anything else, Mr. Fisk, sir?
Not today, Mr. Potter. Thank you.
Okay.
This is kind of cool, like a tailor, like an underground tailor shop.
Yeah.
He knows who I am. He found me once. He'll do it again.
That sounds like a threat.
No, just stating the obvious.
He's just stating his value.
Yes, but there was a complication.
Well, there's a word I'm hearing more and more.
He was incapacitated by our masked friend.
Yeah.
So we don't know what happened.
According to Hoffman.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
So we're not exposed on that front.
Well, let's have a parade.
Even then, that's so suspicious. They didn't like check the needle for fingerprints or anything.
Well, I mean, if Hoffman...
Situation's being handled all right. Just not by you.
You see what I'm saying? I feel like he's really on his back foot.
Well, yeah, but he's felt like, not the person that's...
What the heck happened? Did he get like beat up?
You can't listen to people like that. You have to just block them out.
You feed him too much of that shit. You want him to get fatter than he already is?
Well,
Really, dude? What are you taking out?
Bernie walked.
Am I asking you?
He was knocking our signs down. I told him to stop, but he wouldn't. He said I was a loser.
Get your coat. Hey!
This dad is not...
He's not
very
hardcore.
clear-headed.
He's a little rash.
Yeah, he's very hardcore.
My boy said you had plenty to say to him. I put myself out there. You want to call me a loser to my...
It's personal, man, and he's a kid.
The boy's a liar now, huh? You say it or not? Huh? What a man tries to do, how he put...
He's gonna hit him.
Oh, shoot, dude.
He has to be careful. He has a bat.
Oh, dude, really? Shoot.
You have to show him that can never happen. You gotta show him that you're a man. Kick him.
Dang.
Kicking him. Kick him. Harder. Kick him.
That's very interesting.
It's really messed up.
But I wonder what type of life the father must have led. It's almost like he's trying to teach, but he's so hard. But that kind of stuff, like...
That's why I think it's so dangerous, right?
Well,
because it's not completely evil, and you can't write it off as that.
Yeah, but it's almost like...
Gal reached out. She'd like a word.
Uh-oh.
She's coming to you.
Now.
They've shown multiple times that he's getting, like, irritated a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought you might enjoy it.
See, this kind of stuff it's very... It contrasts compared to his dad, right?
Of course.
Him being very...
But I think that there's more of his dad in him than we know.
Yeah.
You speak English?
I speak many languages.
Okay.
你也可以讲我的语言，不是吗？我听说丽兰也一样不高兴。
Everybody's pissed, man.
我是怎么知道你住在哪儿的 Wilson？ 是你保存的最好的秘密，不是吗？我是通过石骨。
Does that mean he's a little... He's not in control, really?
Or at least that's what she feels.
Right?
是因为你变得懒散，
Yeah.
情绪化，
Yeah, emotional.
就像俄罗斯人临死前最后的一刻。
Dang.
最近的事情一直不太顺利。
Yeah, but is she calling you emotional because you're worried about things like Vanessa?
把你的房子说好，直接跟nobu和丽兰交易。
Dang, dude, they're threatening to just take him out entirely.
Well, it's almost like they don't need him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, if there's anything I can bring...
Get out!
I mean, but...
Okay, man.
I can almost understand it. Like,
oh, I do too.
Like, bro, like... First of all, he's under a lot of pressure.
Yes.
More pressure than I thought before. They actually have a hold over him.
Don't take your eyes off till I get back.
It's too much about, like, that pride. Oh, that's cool. It's like the...
Yeah.
Wait till tomorrow?
No, Marlene, it can't. All right?
I feel sorry for this poor lady.
Gotta talk to Rigoletto. Tonight.
You had to have your face plastered off.
Oh, shoot.
I gotta get it in my own house.
Oh. Jeez.
I didn't call for you.
No. I just thought you might...
He just knows you, man.
That shows how close he is with him. Like, I thought he would be the type of guy to say, we need to stop her from seeing you because you're like...
Whereas he's like, look, I'm going to follow you to the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to facilitate that. You, though. Man.
And you don't believe in me. And you see what happens? You see what happens?
Yeah.
He's going in.
You have to.
What are you gonna do with that, fatty? Huh? Huh? You believe this kid? He gets that shit from you.
Oh, jeez, man.
Oh my.
Oh, jeez. And he does it. He gets it from him. Jeez.
Get the saw.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't do it for her. I did it for me. That's why I still wear these. To remind myself that I'm not cruel for the sake of cruelty. They don't understand what I'm trying to do for this city. They want to drag my name through the street.
I feel like he wants to do kind of what he did as a kid. It's like he feels like he has to be a monster.
I feel like I'm worried.
Matt? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What is he gonna do though? Is he gonna
I don't know.
Tell them or tell him to...
I didn't shoot those cops.
So, what? You want me to write your side of this?
Okay.
Wilson Fisk. That's what makes him dangerous, living in the shadows, no one knowing who he is.
This is an interesting move for Matt.
I'm trying to protect the city.
Maybe. But right now they hate you. So could 100 other reporters. Why me?
Oh, because of your...
Because you're not dirty?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Bits and pieces. Russians, triads, Yakuza, all funneling money through a man named Leland Alfred.
Yeah, dude, this is what we needed. Because this is a boost enough for the...
To the light. Give him nowhere to hide. Once the city knows who he is.
But that's risky, man. Because if he's the one dragging him into the light, who do you think Fisk is going to go after first?
You sure about that?
I'd bet my life on it.
Oh, I don't... Maybe. Yeah, I actually think she...
You get what
despite
you deserve.
Madame Gao probably will think.
Yeah.
I think that she helps him. Like,
I do too.
That they can do anything and live happily ever after, while the rest of us suffer with our indifference, with a pervasive lack of interest in anything that...
Whoa, whoa.
And they keep taking, until all that's left for the rest of us. The city. We still matter.
It's like she's forcing him to move on.
Yeah.
He's been among us for quite some time. You've never heard his name. Fear the light and what it reveals. This man must no longer be allowed to operate in the darkness.
I mean, this guy can write.
I wonder if he's ready to step forward.
Without being in public.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Speak up for this city that I love with all my heart.
What the heck?
No one should have to live in fear. In fear of the devil of Hell's Kitchen, where was inflicted untold.
This is so smart. Because he's beating Matt at a game he can't play.
I don't even know if he thought of it as a tactical move, though.
And crime. But I know now it was foolish to make that decision. That I can no longer do it alone. That I cannot keep living.
It's literally what he started to
Yes.
Do this together. We must resist those who would have us live in fear.
Dang it.
Together, we can make this city a better place.
Wow, we were screwed.
It's interesting because I want to feel happy for him.
Oh, that's the genius of this episode, especially.
Yeah.
This episode was more of a Wilson Fisk episode than a Daredevil episode.
Oh, for sure.
And it's the genius because it's this backwards rising. It's like you're watching the villain rise.
Yeah, I mean his character progression and his development
and his backstory
was, well, yeah, but especially his development has, you know, it's not fake. It's true. You know.
Yeah.
He is truly, in a way, become a better person. But it doesn't. It's weird because it makes it so that because he's a better person, he is now more dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if he's necessarily a better person.
Okay, but I feel like objectively he is in a way because as an individual, he is now has moved on from his trauma. Yeah, at least from what we can see.
He's attempting to.
Yeah, and he is willing to take someone else into his life, right? And to trust them.
Sure.
Instead of, for example, the painting of the wall, right? He doesn't have to look to that anymore. And he is conquering his fear of kind of like putting himself out there like his dad, right? So in a way, he has progressed as an individual.
He's progressed as an individual. I don't know if he's a better person, if that makes sense.
But objectively, he has become a better person because since he has progressed as an individual.
But his motives are still corrupt.
But you can still be.
So, but if your motives are still corrupt, even if you're doing things in the daylight more, it still doesn't make you a better person.
But you can be a better person and still be evil, right? Because there's magnitudes.
Sure. I guess I just don't think of it like that. I mean, that's semantical.
But
at this point.
Well, I mean, you have to think of it like because he has now become more toward the good, instead of, like, he's leaned more toward less evil and more good, he has become more evil because of it. Not more evil, but more dangerous, right?
I just think he's become more complex. That's why I don't think it's as simple as he's become more good, that he becomes more evil. I think it's just he has become more complex. He has more weapons. He has a larger arsenal. Because he is not alone anymore and he's willing to open up. And so the depth of his power and his effect, whether good or evil, has been expanded majorly. Because now he's working with Vanessa, now he's a public figure, now he doesn't have to hide his name or his identity because there's nothing to hide, right? And so that's very interesting because it's like he's becoming what his father wanted him to be. In a sort of weird way, or at least what his father wanted to be. I don't know, I feel like there's definitely a parallel there, which I feel like is very interesting.
Yeah, I still think that he, his moving on from that sort of guilt that he felt, which,
and fear, right? Fear of becoming that person.
Yeah.
Which anybody feels for their parent. And then obviously in a situation like that, you would feel to an incredibly extreme degree.
Yeah. And it's like, he has kind of moved on a bit from that, right? He is.
Well, that's why I think it's kind of ironic, is that in moving on from that, he is kind of fulfilling, perhaps his father's dream.
Yeah, in a way, for sure. But I still think his dream was a lot more, it lacked substance. Like, it was almost like he just wanted to be up there for his ego, almost. almost.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas Fisk is a lot more like
one for power. Fisk is not just for power. I feel
No.
like it's more complex than that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he genuinely wants to help the city, and maybe he sees, a bunch of his fathers basically, causing problems for the city and hurting the weak and whatnot, and so he wants to kind of like fix that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this episode was just interesting because this was him at his most vulnerable, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because before it felt a lot more like, well, because we didn't know all the
He was like
parts.
working in the shadows and stuff almost.
Whereas now it's like they're clearly highlighting the amount of mistakes he's making and the effect it has on all his like connections,
Yeah, and it's almost just like he truly has evolved as a character, because I think Gao on a certain level was right? She's like, look, you have these emotional connections, it's making you weak, and for the role he was trying to play, it was.
Mhm.
And so now he's like, fine, I'm gonna play the game, I'm gonna play it a completely different way.
Yeah. Which is,
and that's perfect, because he was in a weaker spot trying to be like this secretive crime boss, and then he's got this girl, and it's just like all these different sorts of things. But it just sucks for Matt, because because he and Wilson were playing the same game, and now they're not. And it's like, what do you do?
Well, yeah, and
because
it's
now
like,
automatically just being the man in the mask versus this public figure, he's already losing.
Yeah, and we were almost betting on that side of him.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like,
which is such a cool take of a supervillain as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, because, there is always that, like, paragon of, like, heroism, where it's like, yes, I will do what is correct and what is just, even if no one knows about it, right?
Sure.
But, Matt is still human, and if everyone, even just, like, mentally speaking, everyone, like, thinks of him as like this evil person that's done all these things, I mean, you're gonna feel that.
And at a certain point, it stops being constructive.
Yeah, and it's like,
which then makes you at the very least doubt, if not change your approach.
Yeah, especially if you're sacrificing so much, just to help, people, and it's like now not only are you not getting credit because you wear a mask, but you're now looked at as evil. It's like, that has got to take a toll.
Yeah, it's harsh.
And it's, especially when he's kind of made it a rule that he's not going to be a killer. It's like, now it almost feels like, it feels so, it's like, well, no one knows, right? Everyone thinks you're a killer.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know how he's going to be able to handle this. Like, he's really got to, and everyone's telling him, well, not everyone, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Styx has been like, you got to, you're going to have to kill or whatnot, and the Russian guy, and it's like, everything's really against Matt right now.
Yeah.
It does not look good at all.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining us. As always, full-length reaction is going to be up on the Patreon. Next week's reaction, episode 9, is also up on our Patreon if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Obviously, you don't have to, but it does support us, helps us keep doing what we're doing on the channel over here. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like and subscribe. We would love to have you. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.